بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Dear second year students, السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أتمنى أن تكونوا جميعا بخير. Today's lesson is reading. This is student's book, page 60. As it is a reading lesson, so the objectives of today's lesson are students will be able to learn new vocabulary and use them in suitable sentences. Students also will be able to answer various types of questions after reading a text. So today we're going to read a text and then we're going to answer some questions. Let's discuss these two questions together. What is telepathy? What is telepathy? Do you know what telepathy is? Yes, it's the use of the mind, استخدام العقل. But how and why? It's the ability to know what is in someone else's mind. ماذا يدور في عقل الشخص الآخر. Or to communicate with them mentally. Mentally using the mind, استخدام العقل. Without using words. So, telepathy is the ability to know what is in the mind of another person, how to communicate with that person without using any kind of words. Let's move to the second point. Have you heard or read about people or animals or others who communicate with someone else by using their mind? Have you heard of anyone or anything that has telepathy, that can communicate with another person without using words? Let's see who can use that, who can do that. Yes, some animals and their owners. بعض الحيوانات مع ملاك هذه الحيوانات. You can see a camel and its owner, a dog and its owner. There is a special kind of relationship. بيكون في علاقة مميزة بينهم. بيفهموا بعض أكتر. What else? A mother and her newborn baby. What else? And this is the spot or the main idea or the main point of our lesson today. Yes, identical twins. Identical twins. I know some of you know this word, twins. Yeah, twins are either two brothers, two sisters, or a brother and a sister. But identical twins are, who are identical twins? They are two babies of the same sex. Of the same sex means either two brothers or two sisters. Identical twins. Two babies of the same sex. من نفس النوع. Developed from the same egg. من نفس البويضة. Born at the same time. And are alike. Alike, very similar. They look the same. You cannot differentiate between them. لا تستطيع أن تفرق بينهما. So we are talking about identical twins, التوائم المتماثلة. التوائم المتماثلة, they can understand each other. They can know the feelings, the thoughts, the thoughts of each other, even if they are not in the same place. حتى لو لم يكونوا مع بعض في نفس المكان. They have the same thoughts and the same feelings. Now let's move to the first part of our text today. Telepathy, we have read this word, a moment ago. What is telepathy? The ability to communicate with someone else by using your mind, not by using words, by using your mind. The communication could include anything. What does it include? From transferring thoughts, تبادل أو انتقال الأفكار, feelings, or other kinds of information. أي نوع من المعلومات. There are three groups, as we said a moment ago, three groups that are thought to have telepathic abilities, قدرات تواصل عقلي. Like what? What are the three groups? We said them. Some animals and their owners, a mother and her newborn baby, and identical twins. So we have three groups that have telepathy or what we call telepathic abilities. Of these groups, which one is the strongest? Yes, twins have the strongest telepathic connection. Scientists believe, بيعتقد العلماء يا شباب, that this is true because identical twins share the same brain waves. عندهم نفس الموجات العقلية because they are developed from the same egg من بويضة واحدة, which allows them, both of them, to experience and feel things at the same time even when they are not in the same place. بيشعروا نفس المشاعر even if they are not in the same place, حتى لو لم يكونوا في نفس المكان. So many studies, في دراسات كثيرة, have been done concerning the phenomena of twin psychic connection. Psychic connection, it means mental connection. Mental connection, الاتصال أو التواصل العقلي. But a 2003 study that took place in a London TV studio puts to rest many doubts about people who may have of the existence of the twin telepathy. 8 years old, تعالوا نشوف إحدى التجارب على التوينز. 8-year-old Damien and Richard Pauls sat in separate soundproof room. They put the two brothers in separate rooms, and both of the rooms are soundproof. In the studio, Richard was told to roll up his sleeve, إنه يشمر عن أكمامه, and put his arm in a bucket of ice water. What happened to him when he put his hand in the bucket of ice water? He gasped. He took a quick breath like that. He took a quick breath from the shock of the cold. This is one of the twins. This is Richard. What happened? Meanwhile, at the same time, what happened to Damien, who was in his room and he was unaware, he was not informed, no one told him of what was happening to his brother. But because they are identical twins, what happened to him? But he also gasped. He also took a quick breath at the same time. Damien was attached. He was connected to a polygraph machine. What is a polygraph machine? It's a lie detector اللي احنا بنسميه جهاز كشف الكذب, which checked his breathing. كان بيشيك على breathing التنفس, stomach muscles, pulse اللي هو heart beat النبض, and the amount of sweat وكمية العرق on the palms of his hand. What is the palm of your hand? It's the inside of your hand. So what happened? Professional polygrapher is the one who is responsible for the polygraph machine. Jeremy Barrett was recording the results, كان بيسجل النتائج and analyzing them. Neither Damien nor Barrett knew what was going on in the other room at any time during the experiment. They didn't know what was happening in the other room. ومع ذلك they had the same feeling. Let's move to another experiment or another test about identical twins and how they have this kind of feeling. In the next experiment, Richard was asked to open a cardboard box placed in front of him. He had a box and he was told to open the box. Instead of something pleasant in the box, بدل ما يلاقي شيء حلو كده في الصندوق, like chocolate in the box, a plastic snake jumped out at him. What happens to you if a plastic snake jumps at your face? What happens to you? Yeah, it frightening him. He was frightened. He was terrified. He was afraid of the snake. But what happened? Barrett said that at the exact moment, ايه اللي حصل؟ نفس الأخوين. Damien showed signs of distress, worry, pain. But he didn't see the snake. Who saw the snake? His brother in another room. But the other twin felt worry, felt pain at the same time through his heart rate and pulse line. النبض حصل فيه اضطراب. Even although he didn't see the snake, his brother saw it, but he had the same feeling as his brother's feeling. Let's move to another experiment. There are many other stories of instances like this between twins. Two young girls. Here we have two young girls. One at a friend's house and one at home. So they are not at the same place. One at home and one at a friend's house. What happened? This is a good example for identical twins. The young girl that was at home burned her hand. What happened? She burned her hand. At the same moment, the other girl developed the same kind of blister. What happened? She felt some kind of blister, تورم, in the exact same spot of her hand, في نفس المنطقة من يدها. But she didn't burn herself. It was her sister in another place. But they are identical twins. They have the same feelings. Okay? On the same spot of her hand as her sister. Now we have another example. A man who collapsed. To collapse means to fall. He fell in a chair. And what happened to him? Clutching his chest, he held his chest. أمسك صدره in pain. يشعر بالألم. طيب, at the exact moment, what happened at the exact moment? His twin brother had an accident more than 30 miles away. So one of them fell in a chair and he held his chest, and the other 30 miles away had an accident. There may never be definitive proof, final proof, certain proof that all identical twins have telepathic powers. Maybe, but there is enough evidence. في أدلة كافية. There is enough evidence to suggest that this kind of psychic connection is possible. So this psychic connection, this mental connection, هذا التواصل العقلي is possible. بالفعل موجود. So we have read together a text. Now let's discuss this question together. Who did the writer write the text for? Did the writer write it for professionals in the field of psychology? For twin brothers and sisters? For general public? Or for people with telepathic abilities? Of course, he wrote it about people. But for whom? For us, for anyone, for any people. So it's for the general public. For the general public. Now let's move to another kind of question, please. We are asked to read the text and answer these questions. According to the writer, telepathy. What is telepathy? Using the mind. Telepathy is the mental connection, التواصل العقلي. So it is what? It is the ability to use your mind. Number 2. Why do scientists believe that twins have the strongest telepathic connection? We have 3 groups. We have some animals and their owners. We have mothers and their newborn babies. And we have twins or identical twins. So scientists believe that twins have the strongest telepathic connection. Why? Yes, simply because their brains control their feelings. Number 3. What happened when Richard opened the cardboard box? Remember, he found a plastic snake. So what happened to him? Was he angry? Was he happy? What happened to him? Yes, he was terrified. Terrified means that he was scared. خائف. Now let's move to question number 4. Damien and Richard, the 2 brothers, the 2 identical twins, had similar reactions. What do you think? Yeah, they had similar reactions. لهم ردود أفعال متشابهة. Why does the writer mention the twin sisters and the twin brothers in the last paragraph? Remember, we are talking about the last paragraph. So, why does the writer mention them in the last paragraph? Yes, because to show that twins can feel each other's pain. Okay? Now let's move to the final question today. Now we have some words or some expressions we've just read together and we want to match them with their meaning. I want you to answer them yourselves. The word regarding means regarding. We saw it in the passage. Yes, regarding means concerning. Concerning. Unaware. Unaware. If you are unaware of something, it means that nobody told you about it. So it means that not informed. Not informed. Attached. When something is attached to another, it means that it's connected. It's connected. موصل. When you want to monitor something, it means that you want to check it. You want to observe it. So monitored means checked. Checked. Clutching. When you clutch something, you hold it very tightly. بقوة, بشدة, بإحكام. You hold it tightly. So the answer is holding tightly. And the last word is definitive. Definitive means final. Final. Yes, definitive means final. And now we come to the end of our video today. Till we meet again, I wish you all the best. Thank you. Goodbye.